Hello, my friends. It is I, Kringolo, here today to wish you all a Merry Christmas.
If you followed this channel for some time, you know that it is wildly inconsistent in terms of the kind of genre of video that gets released here. Sometimes it'll be a song, sometimes it'll be a comedy video, but I've been wondering what is the next thing. I first thought maybe bring back Dim Games, the old video game stuff that I used to make, but as I started to write that material and I started to dream about it, I realized that I didn't necessarily want to make it so much as I felt obligated to make it and was more or less trying to chase the glory days. And so once I had that realization, I scrapped it and then asked myself, well, what is it? Like, what if I could make anything at all, no strings attached, what would it be? Introducing Crazy Ship Happens. So what is Crazy Ship Happens? It is an absurdist adventure sitcom, to put simply. This is not a side project. This is not a one-off thing. This is gonna be the show. But even then, I didn't want it to just be a show. I really want to just build a world that I can revisit time and time again with funny ideas and funny, hilarious, narrative-driven videos that I've always wanted to make. This is the culmination of all my abilities and all of my grinding and skill coming all into one singular thing, and it's just me making this. I've always wanted to build something that has tremendous amount of emotional weight, but still a lot of heart and levity, something that an audience member could watch and just have pure, wholesome escapism. Nothing extremely dark. I'm really thinking to making this show PG. So some themes of darkness here and there, but nothing that the whole family couldn't sit around and watch. As of right now, it stars one singular live action component that interacts within a world that is fully animated and hopefully within a style of its own. The setting of the show is called the Sigil Sea. This is where messages are hand delivered from ship to ship, as well as think pirates, but with a magic system baked into the world. A system that is completely unique, one that I've built from the ground up, and I'm so excited to slowly introduce it episode to episode, because ultimately what the story is the main character learning how to do this particular magic system that exists on this pirate-infested ocean. I've always been a strong believer of the notion that great storytelling comes from great world building, so I've been tirelessly building a world that both excites me and one that I would want to revisit time and time again. It is a swashbuckling adventure with elements of The Wind Waker and Pirates of the Caribbean, an art style that is kind of similar-ish to South Park, and also a structure of a show in which the story plays out very similarly to Futurama, Adventure Time, or a show like American Dad. I've always loved the idea of an absurdist comedy with hard rules set within the world, so you know what is actually possible, but it's still ridiculous. So as of right now, the foundation is completely laid out. I know how season 1 will end, and I have the first 2 episodes fully written, as well as episodes 3 and 4 drafted and outlined. I don't know how many episodes exactly for season 1, but I'm not looking to pad anything out with filler. It's just all the good bits. In terms of the length for each episode, as of where they stand right now, they range anywhere between 15 minutes to like 20-ish minutes per episode. And they'll be uploaded here on YouTube and on Patreon. I'm at a weird spot now where the crossroads of being by myself working on this from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep, and trying to build now momentum and flipping the script and turning this into now a shared creation. I think I'm at that spot now. In its current state, it is real enough to show people, but it's not going to catch the momentum that it needs unless I have people step in and build it with me. Which brings me to the primary reason as to why I'm making this video is to talk about Patreon, because something like this can no longer be made in silence. I, to put simply, need help making it. Not only do I need the fuel financially, but I need it creatively as well, because being by myself, just sort of grinding away, has become tiresome. I'm certainly past the honeymoon stage of making this, which again is why I'm also making this video. I wanted to make sure that I was well past the initial excitement and the passion to know that this is a show that has legs to stand on its own. And even though I'm currently in the grinding state of it, I'm still really enjoying putting it together. It's been really satisfying watching all the pieces fall into place. I've been doing everything. I've been animating every single aspect of it. Financial and creative support is extremely important because not only will it help me pump out episodes faster, but it will provide me the means of actually hiring some people on board and getting them to help me on a paid basis. Even without any financial support of the show, I can tell you in full confidence that it's going to happen. It'll just happen lonelier, slower, and with fewer tools. I have been doing everything I know how to do before getting to this spot right here. I have exhausted myself to no end trying to figure this whole thing out. And of course, because it's in a sitcom episodic format, you can expect each episode to have a conflict that will resolve by that episode. And then we'll also have an overarching full narrative that by the end of the season, that whole thing will have played out in a hopefully satisfying way. What you guys get for supporting this each month is hands down the best perks and deliverables I have ever offered. And I'm looking and thinking of including even more with your input. Specifically, the $50 one might be the most exciting in that it'll put your name in a raffle in which to feature your voice as a minor speaking role for a minor character. Even if you don't have a microphone, you will be working alongside of me if picked, and I will be directing you even if you just have a phone to record with. Another perk that I think is really cool and that I'm very excited about is also within the $50 one. You will get a custom personalized watercolor specifically made for you with a message written on the back of it. Everyone will get their own watercolor painting. It's not like I just make one that month and copy it and send it out to everybody. Each person will get their own original creation. The other tiers lower than that will get access to this giant amount of behind the scenes content that is about to be rolled out, as well as input to be able to shape the show from the ground up. I'm serious. I'm really looking to build this thing with a great deal of input from the community. If, of course, this is even an idea worth investing in. It's very scary. I'm terrified making this thing. Even with making this video, that the vision doesn't get all the way sold. But I don't know, there's really nothing that I would rather be doing. Storytelling is something I've always been incredibly passionate about. The way that it sits in my mind is story and world first, and then comedy second. Meaning, I'm not looking to have a Marvel type quip every other line. I'm looking to move things along and not waste anybody's time, but at the same time, hopefully, it's really funny. So if you ever wanted to be a part of something that is emotional, beautiful, weird, and entirely crappily handmade, then this is the opportunity for you. Because right now, I need a crew, and I would love for you to come on board with me to help make crazy shit happen.